Hey guys, welcome back to Red Devil TV. Ten Hag is here to make a difference, to make a change. Look, fresh start next season. Fresh start. Look, next season I already know it's not going to be perfect. We all know about this. Look, we fully expected this season when Varane, Ronaldo and Sancho came in to be the title-winning season. And this season we haven't won anything. We haven't been close to winning anything. The league, Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup, we haven't been close to anything. Look, forget about this season. We should all forget about this season. I'm excited to see some change next season. Yes, I still think it's going to be a tough season. I think for top four, it's still going to be a tough one. I think Arsenal, the likes of Tottenham with Conte, even Newcastle, it's still going to be a tough top four for us to get basically next season. I think even with Ten Hag making some progress next season, I still think it's going to be a tough season. And look, Ten Hag has had his press conference. He's spoken about the likes of Maguire and the captaincy and Ronaldo. Look, at the end of the day, what we have to start realizing is that when Ralph first came in, everyone said he's going to expose everyone. He's going to expose everything. But when he first came in, yeah, you did see some elements of honesty in him. But as the season has gone on, he's become even more honest, and he started to, talk about players, talk about stuff going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. I mean, they did a bit in the beginning with the Martial situation, the Lingard situation, and you saw how, the players responded, and it left a bit of tension in the dressing room. And I'm not sure if it's going to be the same with Ten Hag. I do think Ten Hag, at the end of the day, he's not going to be like a Ralph. He's not going to be putting everything out there in press conferences and stuff. But I think, behind the scenes, when you look at Ten Hag, I think he's going to be honest, and he's going to say, look, Maguire, you're not ready to be, you're not a captain. Ronaldo, I'll play you, but we need a striker, and the striker who we get in the summer is probably going to play more games than you think. I think at some point next season, we might be like, look, Ronaldo's not playing many games. But anyway, I don't really expect Ronaldo to be playing loads of games in Europa League. I don't expect him to be playing loads of games in FA Cup. And look, I think he'll play almost every league game. And he might play some FA Cup games. I think Carabao, Europa League, I think it's going to be a lot on the next striker that comes in. And, in the press conference, he talked about, listen, all the right things. It's kind of a cliche, but it's the truth. He wants to win things. He knows that Man United is not in a good spot right now. We are not in a good spot. Man United, look, for the last couple of years, we haven't been in a good spot. Yes, we got second last season, but, we didn't play great, and I'm excited to see, which is weird because in the season that Oli got second, look, we had some good games. We played counter-attacking football. We did not play possession-based football, but we still managed to get second regardless of the issues that Liverpool and Chelsea had. But we weren't great in the season. We finished second. Let's be completely honest. And this is why I'm excited to see under Ten Hag what he wants to do. I'm excited to see, the players he's going to use. And in press conference, he was talking about everything. He was talking about, listen, I want Ronaldo to be in this team. Of course, he's part of the plan. He's a goal scorer. I want goals. The Maguire, the captaincy, look, he's a good player. But next season is a brand new season. What does that mean? Does that mean Maguire will get dropped off the captaincy? I'm not sure. I don't think Ten Hag is going to be one of those managers where he's just saying everything that comes out of his mouth that's in his mind. I don't think he's going to be like a Mourinho or even a Klopp or even, I don't expect that to happen. I don't think he's not going to be like a Klopp or a Tuchel or a Mourinho. I don't think he's going to be that sort of manager to be saying everything that's on his mind. I think he's going to keep things kind of low key. But I think behind the scenes, what we're going to start noticing on the pitch is that things will change. Some players will stop playing. Some players will come in and they'll play for most of the season. I think it's going to be interesting to see what happens. And this is why the likes of Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, Telles, Delo, Maguire, Lindelof, I think this summer is going to be key. And now the fact that Ten Hag is here, we're going to start hearing about a lot more things. And this press conference was vital to see what he thought about the team. And look, he said, look, he analysed the game yesterday. He wasn't a manager. He didn't, put out the tactics. He didn't put out the team. All he said was, I analysed the game. I wasn't in charge, but I analysed it and I took it in. And he was kind of blunt with it, but essentially that's what he has to do. He has to analyse it. He has to know what the problems are. And look, in his mind, and he knows what the problems are. He knows where the problems lie in this team. It's in midfield, it's in defence. At times it has been in attack. Likes of Rashford, of course, Sancho has had poor games this season. This whole season has been inconsistencies all over the pitch, but majority of it has been midfield and defence. And of course, some of these defenders are not good enough. But how many times yesterday against Palace did we see Elanga not get back when he should? How many times have we seen where Lindelof doesn't back Delo when he should, when Zaha was putting Delo in crazy situations where Delo was getting ripped apart? It's times like that when you say, we need a better midfield, we need a stronger midfield. And look, there's been reports coming out today that Ralph Rangnick questioned the Man United board on why they were not prepared to sign Nemanja Matic as soon as he left. Because look, Matic could have left last season. Matic played more games this season, but he could have left last season. We should have got midfield last season. Did the fact that Ronaldo come in stop us from getting a defensive midfielder? I'm not sure. Even if it did, look, come on. They knew last season we needed a midfielder ASAP. We needed it as soon as possible after the season was over, and we still didn't get it. I think the fact that we got second people, and the fact that Ronaldo came in, obviously, and Varane and Sancho to follow. Varane, Ronaldo played together. Sancho's been tearing it up in the Bundesliga. It's one of those ones where, Ronaldo coming in, kind of, we almost forgot about it. But I think us hardcore fans realised the problems were in midfield, and even us hardcore fans, I think we know at some point, us true fans of Man United who had been watching Man United last season, had said, look, we need a midfielder. Ronaldo will come in, but he's not the missing puzzle. Sancho's not the missing puzzle. We didn't even need to get Sancho. But, at the end of the day, we did, because this season, what's crazy is that in the beginning of the season, we said we have a lot of squad depth. We have Ronaldo, we have Greenwood, we have Cavani, we have Rashford who can play striker as well. We have depth. But this season, look what's happened. Greenwood's on bail. Cavani's been injured most of the season. Now we need a striker when we didn't need one in the beginning of the season. Martial as well. We had a lot of squad depth, but even then, squad depth, even if we had it for the whole of the season, some of these players are not good enough. And we've seen it this whole season. Lingard's been given chances, Sancho, Rashford, Cavani. Some of these players have played who we said, look, that's the squad depth we have, and that they're good enough. You can have squad depth, but you might not have quality in that depth. So it doesn't matter what kind of depth you have in the team. If they're not good enough, they're not good enough. And this is why our best centre-back partnership is Lindelof and Varane. And then you look at, but I think Bailly is a better player than some of these centre-backs where he hasn't played. And that's it. This is the scary thing. You might have a decent starting centre-back partnership and you say, look, we have depth, we have Maguire, we have all that. But are those people who can come on, those players that can come on and keep it strong? I don't think so. Guys, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Can't wait to see what Ten Hag does.